Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Fan of RVB. Welcome back to Let's Play Beyond the Beyond. Alright, so in our last episode, we got to the border church and escaped through an underground tunnel, heading towards Zalagoon. However, with Ramue on our tail, Percy unfortunately had to sacrifice himself by closing the gate behind us to make sure that she couldn't follow us. So we made it to the mountain cottage, where we rescued a pastor so we could save and heal up. Now we're gonna move on and continue our path to Zalagoon. Before we do that though, I told you in the last video about this cave that's up here. I'm gonna take a quick look inside. There are a couple of things to check out, but at this point it's not important to go through here. It looks like a normal cave, but we figured we could kill a few things while we're in here. Really? Okay, good. I was about to say. Alright, let's take care of this guy pretty quickly. I found it hilarious that Edward put the finishing blow on him and he only did 1 damage. They gave us some good decent gold, 15 gold for that one guy. Good to know, kobolds is a nice way of farming if you can find them, but they appear randomly, so you never know. Alright. There's a couple ways we can go, but really not important right now. Giant scorpions. These guys, I think they will poison too. Well, what I'm gonna try to do is, try to keep these scorpions alive. Awesome. Alright. They do a lot of damage though. Quite a bit of damage, I must say. And Samson can't move. Alright. If they poison it, I'll keep it, but I'm gonna skip this. They're particularly painful if they do their ram charge, but other than that, you know, just gotta deal with it as best we can. We got enough experience for Finn to reach level 6. Awesome. Alright. So level 6, 4, 5, and 4. Alright. So, let me take a look inside. You notice, there's a dragon in here, and he's sleeping. And then we come across a ton of enemies. Alright. We'll burn these scorpions and bats. Actually, we'll do that. No. Yeah, there we go. Well, we'll cast fire on the scorpions. And it won't even kill. Well, we know at least one will go down. There we go. Alright, so we just gotta deal with one. And remember that these guys can make an enemy, one of your players fall asleep. Unfortunately, since Percy left our group, we do not have the lake spell right now. So the best thing to do right now is just try to thin the enemy out. Alright, 1 sec. So I wasn't too thrilled with the fact that, you know, the bats put Samson and Finn to sleep, and I only had Annie and Edward to use to attack. Luckily I killed the scorpion before that happened. Now Annie reaches level 6. Learns the spell. Oh, now we get the spell. It's like we have to fight that kind of a battle to get it. Edward reaches level 5. Cool. Alright, so I think if you can search the area, the dragon is sleeping. Now, he's blocking your path, so he won't actually allow you to get through. Just a quick note, there is some optional stuff you can do when you come back to this later. But, the dragon will still be there. I will eventually come back to show you what happens. The dragon does do things. Albeit you won't see it, but you'll know what I mean when we come up to it. Alright. Pretty much at this point, it's just a grinding stage, so we'll skip this battle as well. Okay, so Samson reached level 5. And the green slime had an antidote. I'm gonna sell a lot of this stuff. Because I don't need it. We're just gonna go take a quick look up here. There is a chest. We open it up. Healing herb. Now, remember that the healing herb is a more powerful version of the herb. So, you know, you can use them if you want. For example, since we got one, we can use this on Samson. Okay, Now for the next area, it's best if you can get your entire team to level 6. So in order for us to do that, we need to do a bit of grinding. I'm going to go ahead and I won't bore you guys with the details and just get right to the grinding before we move on. So I'll be back very shortly. Alright, so before I continue, just to show you, I made mention to this in the last video with the green slimes, but when your character gets poisoned, you can see by Finn, the entire, his entire portion of the screen is green, indicating that it's poison. He'll take damage, a small percentage of damage, after his attack goes through. And even when you're in the world screen, like, walking around, Finn will still take damage until it's cured. Best way to do it, cure level 1 is the only thing that will heal the poison. And there you go. Alright, almost done with the grinding. Be back shortly. And we're back. So Samson and Edward did get to level 6, and as a bonus, Edward learned Ice level 1. It's a nice hell of a magic spell, a little bit better than Fire, and a lot stronger too. So definitely something to have on play and handy. Alright, so healed up already, and we're ready to go. And as you can tell, Edward got a lot of MP now to spend, so does Annie. So we're gonna head through. Really? Okay, so a bunch of Killer Frogs and the Cabal. Nah, they're gonna die. Alright, so a little bit of extra experience in gold doesn't hurt. It's always good to have a little bit extra now and then. And Finn reaches level 7! Excellent. Gets a little bit of everything and learns the spell Illusion level 1. Now, Illusion level 1 is like a blindness spell in Final Fantasy. Lowers your opponent's accuracy, so that if they fail to miss you, it would result into a god more often. Or they do less damage. I don't know. It'd be one or the other. Okay, with that out of the way, we'll now walk through this. I seriously think the game is out to get me. That's just too damn dickish even for me. Let's wrap this up. Alright, so another quick battle done. Get some experience gold, and Annie levels up. Sweet. Always good to have. Always helpful. Always motherfucker. And we got it going again. Awesome sauce. Alright, so we're gonna walk in. This place is a bit tricky at first, but online they call it the Tree Maze. It's a bit fun. By the way, I fixed some issues and I'm now able to run this on the CD. So it should be a bit laggier because it's running on a very old fucking disc, but other than that, it should be fine. Oh, what I was just moving was, it's supposed to be an acorn. I'll explain that after this boss battle. Mob battle. I think everything is a fucking boss. Hang on. But yeah, that was nice. 2 green slimes, not so far. This acorn that I'm moving, kind of figure out how to move it because you're gonna learn the pattern of it eventually. You don't have to worry about it on this floor because we're just gonna go up the stairs. But in this next floor, you're gonna see why you need to know. See, you have to move the acorn to these holes so that you can walk over them. Otherwise, it's gonna drop you back on the lower floor, and you're gonna have to go back up to it again. It's not one of the best things to deal with, but you know. Oh, he ambushed him. Well, Great Fest it is. Who doesn't love a good Great Fest? Oh, that's right. Me, because I'm the only one that sees it. Yeah, sorry for being a dick about that. I'm just trying to save time. Alright. Now I remember there's a path that takes you to a particular item, if I remember. I don't remember which way it is, but one of them takes you to a treasure chest. It'll take a second. Hang on. Alright, so yeah, I was right. You gotta go the left side first in order to get the treasure chest. Oh, and the Cabal had a hurt. But it just makes this a hell of a lot easier for me. So we'll head up here. And, Steel Mail! And from my experience in grinding, I found out that Samson had shitty defense. And now he only has semi-shitty defense. Good for me. It'll help getting the fuck out of here, I'll tell you. Oh yeah, I knew that happened. The acorns reset. So it just wants to say, fuck you. Do this again! And look, we got incoming! A goblin with bloodshot eyes and a club that I really don't think anybody wants to know what he wants to do with that thing. I don't know about you, but he also looks like he's jacking it off. Oh, I had to kill him for that very reason. But I'm not going to give you guys the look of it. So one moment.